Hello, my beautiful Libras, and welcome to April 2021, the astrological chat for this month for you. And it's looking very auspicious. There are more beneficial aspects, or so to say, aspects with which you can do things with ease and where things happen with ease, more than aspects of any kind of, I'd say, frictional energy. There are a few, but friction makes the engine run. You know what I mean? You can't lift weights without a little bit of that struggle, and that helps you grow stronger. But mostly, you have a lot of sextiles, and those are very beneficial for really productive action as well. So with this, let's start off with your month. So on April the 2nd, to start you off, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, in Pisces in your 6th house, and it's sextiling Pluto, the planet of transformation, in Capricorn in your 4th house. So what I see here really is some kind of Mercury in Pisces is more dreamy, more imaginative, and also, very magical. And it's communicating with you, and it's getting you moving also, because it's in your 6th house. You could be communicating about, this is communication dealing with your day-to-day activities, health regime, health routine, and it looks like it's benefiting your transformation in your home life, actually. So I see here that you have, communication and movement in your day-to-day routine, and yes, it's helping your home life. It's helping this family life as well. It's transforming it in a really great way. Just before, on the 3rd, Mercury is entering Aries. So with it entering Aries, it's coming from this benefiting home and that kind of life, and it's now it's going to communicate with your one-on-one relationships. If you have a partner, it's communicating with your partner. There's a lot of communication here, and it looks good because there was a harmony there between your routines and your home life as well. So moving on to the 6th, we have Venus in Aries in your 7th. Again, there's a really beneficial energy here with the sextile, and it is doing this with Mars and Gemini in your 9th. So your relationships they're really in a beneficial way, acting upon your beliefs, your new ideas. It's also your higher learning. You could be learning something new, or your travels. You could be traveling with your partner. You could be exploring new ideas or learning something new with your partner. If you are single, your travels could be bringing you relationship possibilities as well, or just new things that you're learning. Or in school, maybe you meet someone with Venus in Aries there, and Venus in Aries is very direct. So there's a lot of action here for that I see. Now on the 9th of April, Mars in Gemini in your 9th is squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 6th. So you hear square, I mean, there's friction there, but it gets things going. And really, how can you build a house without work? So now, with that being Mars in Gemini, there's action here. Action to travel, action from new ideas, action from higher learning and new thoughts and expansion, being in that ninth house. And it's nudging you to be more imaginative in your daily routine. It could be with pets as well. maybe, you know, maybe you're wanting a new pet. Or it could also be with your health routine. There could be this action in your beliefs, as these, acting upon these beliefs to get you, hey, I need to work out more. I need to find out new ways to work out or new ways to fix my routine day to day. Or could be a new job having to do with some using your imagination. Now, on the 10th, we have Mercury in Aries in the 7th, where your relationships are one on one. Sextiling Saturn and Aquarius in your 5th, beneficial aspect. So we have communications with your partner or in relationship, and it's benefiting, it's benefiting and giving you structure to your creativity somehow. So maybe your partner is helping you to structure your creative life. Or if you're an artist, they're benefiting you with their communication. Their communication is bringing you possibly new ways to structure that part of your life, the creative part. Or another possibility is you are working in a creative endeavors and it's bringing love to your life. And also could be the 5th house is also children, so you could be finding new ways to structure your children's lives or structure your life around your children, and it's benefiting your relationship with your partner. And if you're single, this new structure is allowing you time to, find romance, possibly. Now, on the 11th, the new moon in Aries is in your 7th house, and whatever you're communicating about on the 10th, it looks like this is very beneficial because you're planting the new seeds, you're putting the new ideas out there, or a burgeoning romance is taking root here. And new moons are great times to grow that. So let's say you're dating and you want to take things to the next level, this could be a beneficial time for that. Always feel things out, don't just do it because someone told you. But I'm just saying that the energies here look good for that. And especially with, on the same day, Venus and Aries in your 7th, loving, this loving planet is giving a nice spin. Okay, but there is a square here with Pluto and Capricorn. Again, squares can get things done and going. So if you are starting something, the only square I see here is you're trying to start this new relationship, and there's something to transform in your home life. There's something to transform within your family. Maybe you need to talk to your family about this new relationship or work something out here. But once you work it out with all this beneficial energy in April, it looks like it could go very well. Now, on the 13th, the Sun in Aries in your 7th house is sextiling Libra. It's sextile for you, Libra. It's sextiling Mars and Gemini in your 9th house. The Sun in Aries bringing major vitality to your relationship, your one-on-one relationships, to the way you relate to other people. There's a lot of vitality there, and it's giving a lot of benefits to the actions you're taking based on your beliefs, or to travel. This could also be your relationship. You're going on a trip with someone you're loved, a romantic trip, someone, or going to see somebody, and you're doing it with a lot of enthusiasm. Or it could be that you are in a relationship with school or higher learning education, and it's looking beneficial here, and you're having a lot of vitality to take action on that. Now, on the 14th, we have Venus entering Taurus in your 8th. Venus in Taurus in your 8th is, she's bringing a lot of light and love to any moments of trauma that you've had. There's a lot of people are going through a lot of healing during this month, and it's really enabling them in their life. That's what I've been seeing. So with Venus there, you're working through a trauma, or there's a blessing. Maybe someone's paying off a debt for you, or paying a debt that they owed to you, or you're doing the same to them. And it looks very happy here for that. So on the 15th, the Sun in Aries in your 7th is sextiling Jupiter. A lot of sextiles, I know. Sextiling Jupiter and Aquarius in your 5th. So vitality in your relationships, or the way you relate to others, it's benefiting your expansion of creativity. So you could be having a lot of this energy to create, or to create with someone else, or this could even be because it's 7th and 5th. You're having that energy to literally expand upon a family and maybe have kids. This could be another aspect for that. I'm just going to leave that there. But yeah, a lot of creativity here too. So on the 16th, it could also be very beneficial for your dating life. 5th house is the house of like playful romance, like, dating, just having a great time. So the sun's bringing you vitality in that, and it's also good, could create a relationship as well. So on the 16th, the sun in Aries in your 7th is squaring Pluto and Capricorn in your 4th. So all this vitality you're having in the way you relate to others, and you're dating and doing all this, maybe you have to work something out, because I see a lot of transformation for you guys, for you Libra, in the home. With your family, you're going through a lot of transformation, and this relationship that you have is you're having to negotiate different things with your family and then this new relationship, or just the way you relate to your family. You're working through things, and it's looking good because there's so much good momentum to this month. So many people are working through things and coming out ahead. So on the 17th, we have 3 great aspects. The next day, I mean, what do I tell you guys? There's resolution to any little friction during this month, and it's looking great. So on the 17th of April, I'm sorry, we have Mars and Gemini in your 9th house of beliefs, higher learning and travel, trining Jupiter in Aquarius in your 5th house of creativity, children, and playful romance and things like that. It could also be, 5th house also rules playful romantic activities, such it could be, yeah, I'll leave that to your imagination. But Mars in Gemini is taking action on your beliefs, or action to travel, and it's really getting a boost and benefiting your expansion, the expansion of your creativity, the expansion of your dating life, the expansion of something with your own children as well. You could be implementing new ideas for your children, new ways of doing things, maybe helping them be more creative as well. So on the 17th, we have again Mercury in Aries in your 7th house, sextiling Jupiter in Aquarius again in your 5th house. So you're furthering with this new beliefs, or you're communicating about, I want to travel, maybe with a partner and for a romantic getaway, and you're really wanting to maybe even go further than you thought. It's giving you a lot of energy to, like, let's go a little bit further, let's travel, let's really go out there. And it could also be you're traveling with with the 9th house aspects here, you're traveling with your kids and you're having good communications with them. And on the 17th, again, Mercury in Aries in your 7th is sextiling Mars and Gemini in your 9th. So communication with your relationships, one-on-one, with your partner, is very good for actions on those beliefs, or actions to travel. I see a lot of travel coming up here for a lot of people. And on the 18th, the Sun in Aries in your 7th house is conjuncting, it's coming together with Mercury in Aries in your 7th. This Sun in Aries is bringing vitality to communications in relationships, communications with your partner, um, communication, energy, and the way you relate to other people, Libra. Now, on the 19th, the very next day, Sun and Mercury both are entering Taurus. So they're coming from the 7th, relating 101 to the 8th, and bringing a lot of that vitality and great energy into transforming you from within in a deep way. Could be traumas, resolving debt, could also be it could also be money coming in from an external source, because eighth house rules other people's resources, and this will be very beneficial for you, especially if you're traveling during this time. And yes, so on the 22nd, moving on, the Venus in Taurus, conjuncting, coming together once again with Uranus, the planet of revolution, planet of, it's a very electric planet of, changing things up in Taurus in your eighth, where things have already been being shaken up. So Venus in Taurus is bringing a loving aspect to that. So, you could be healing from something in a very unusual way, like that. You alternative, therapy or something like that. And it's really benefiting you, Libra. This is wonderful. Or you're getting some, you know, debt resolution, or you're transforming your relationship with other people and their resources with you, and it's a very beneficial here. Healing, it's a big healing time. So on the 23rd, Mars enters Cancer, which is great for this healing that people are going through, because it's nurturing action. So there's actionable nurturing here for you, and it's in your 10th house. So if you guys have had any issues with career, higher aspirations, and your legacy, because it also rules legacy for those many who are retired, you're getting action, and it's nurturing your career and your higher aspirations. So on the 24th of April, we have Mercury in Taurus conjuncting Uranus in Taurus in your 8th house. So to continue with all this healing in the 8th house, we have communication in Taurus, which is already a nurturing house, and Uranus coming together. So there's like this electric, there's this electric energy, electric communication to kind of like really move you and to heal you from a trauma, or communication and resolving a debt, and resources with other people. It's a lot of common threads here. And on the 25th, you have Mercury in Taurus in your 8th. Again, how can we get anything fully done and grow without squares? So we have two squares here on the 25th, where there's this dialogue. You're actually working through something, a trauma or debt, or you're negotiating resources with other people in a creative way, because it's dealing with your 5th house. So you're structuring a creative way to resolve. You're being creative in structuring something to resolve, a debt or a relationship with other people. And it's looking really good, because this, like I said, this full month is really lean towards the more beneficial side. So on the 25th, again, you have Mercury in Taurus in your 8th, squaring Jupiter in Aquarius, expanding upon how you're creatively structuring yourself to resolve these things, these traumas, these resources that you have, so that you can continue to expand in your life in general. So on the 25th, again, Mercury in Taurus is conjuncting Venus in Taurus, another 8th house aspect, but this is really good. And like I told you guys, this is very beneficial, and it's leaning towards the beneficial. And there's resolution here because Venus is there. There's communication, there's Venus, loving communication for you in your 8th house. There's healing here as well. That's what I see here. Now, on the 26th, with all this energy that you guys are going through, that many people are going through. You have a full moon in Scorpio, and it's in your second house. So a lot of things about you guys' values, your internal, what you value in life materially, is coming to a head. And it's actually in astrology with the second house, uh, with the full moon in general. It's like things come to a head, but they don't just come to a head when emotions, when energy kind of bubbles up. You can see it clearly, and you can say, okay, what from all this energy, if you get a balloon and it's not blown up at all the words, they just look like chicken scratch. Let's say you ride on a balloon, and so once you blow it up, you can clearly see what it's trying to tell you, and you can say, okay, I'm reading this regarding my values, regarding my material goods, which is your second house, and it's going to show you, what do I need, what do I not need, what can I erase, what is crowding this, so to speak, balloon, this full moon, this energy of mine. What's within is now expanded upon, and you can see, like, what do I need, what do I not need, what is crowding the balloon in my life, the inner emotions that I don't need all that baggage. So that's really good for you guys as well. Very healing. And on the 27th, the ruler of the full moon, Pluto, goes retrograde in Capricorn in your fourth house. So a lot of healing in the home, a lot of fourth house is also the way you nurture yourself. So this could also be like the way you nurture yourself. A lot of healing there. A lot of intense review of, you know, the family, the home, a lot of things, you know, and this is really good. It's happening from April 27th to October the 6th. So you have plenty of months to transform. Pluto is a planet of transformation, to come out of a cocoon and be the butterfly and fly and, you know, be so much better than you were before. Now, on the 29th, Mercury in Taurus in your eighth house, again, your eighth house, there's a communication here and very beneficial with Neptune and Pisces in your sixth. So, in your sixth house. So, imaginative, you know, I would say Neptune's very healing as well. There's imagination and healing in your routine, in your day-to-day routine, your day-to-day life. There's dreaminess, and it's actually really benefiting your inner dialogue to transform a trauma or communication or some kind of business you're doing to resolve debt. Or eighth house is also other people's resources. So you're finding imaginative ways day to day to to resolve maybe an avenue of income that you had from other people, from an external source, and this is looking really good. It's a sextile, and with all this whole month looking that way, it's looking like a lot of resolution for you guys. And on the 30th, the Sun in Taurus is conjuncting, again, coming together with Uranus and Taurus in the 8th. So the Sun in Taurus is the vitality is coming in for you for that 8th house. So if you guys felt like there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of resolution, well, it's getting supercharged with the Sun and Uranus, because that's electricity to the max. So there's a powerful energy here, a powerful, alive, electric energy that's going to really transform you, Libra. And it's going to give you, this looks like it could be an aha moment to heal those traumas, to heal, to fix debt, to maybe money's coming from someone else to you fast, and it's going to transform you and really bless you. So with that, Libra, I would like to wish you the best April, and a healing April, and a wonderful beginning to spring. And I hope to see you guys in May. Please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, just have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you. So take care.